Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is November 21st, 2025, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing an S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see this week. Maximize this quarterly chart. And what do we see? We see red doji at the top on this quarterly chart. We're still underneath our yearly R2. We're forming a doji up there. But we need to wait until this quarter is over before to get too crazy and too excited. We never did get above that R2. We're not below an R1 at this time. So we're still kind of okay, bearish, looking kind of bearish, but nothing to get too excited about at this time. Let's go ahead and go down to this monthly chart. And in this monthly chart, we can see here what we also are having at this time on this. We got a big red candle on this monthly chart. A red month is being formed. We got a bearish engulfing at this time, but we're still above the 9-10 moving average. We're still above pivot, so we're still technically in a bull market, but it's still looking very bearish. We need to get a confirmation of this bearish pattern that we're seeing at the top, and maybe a drop below this 9-10 moving average. But at this time, you better be protecting your money. That's all I can say. And all, because things are dropping. That's what we see. And all, again, that should have been started long ago. And all, but that's what we see at this time. That's why nothing. That's what we see. Let's go ahead and go down to this weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, what we see here, we had got, all these red candles up here, all these red weeks, that I was talking about, a few weeks ago. And we finally gotten confirmation of some of this bearish looking stuff that we got up here. Why I say we got confirmation is that we had like a red on red bearish engulfing. We didn't get confirmation that week. Now we had a red on red bearish Arami, and we finally have gotten confirmation of all this crap up here. And but again, anytime you start seeing this stuff, you definitely need to be putting your stops in place, selling your covered calls, maybe even buying your puts based on your trading plan and your trading strategy. Like I think I said on one of the videos, on one of the indexes, any pop, sell the drop. Any pop, sell it, but let it pop. Don't sell it at the bottom. That's the whole thing, because again, it already made a significant move, probably usually already if it's at a bottom. So you got to be careful about that. But what I see here, again, we're on the pivot. We are down below a support 1 level now here on these monthly pivots. That doesn't look good. This level right here, this red candle here, I should have brought that over. I can show you what I'm talking. This red candle here. Let me see if I can change my color. And let me see if I can bring up my pen. This red candle back here, that red candle there, I said was quite significant. I didn't want to see us drop or close below that low. We did come down below that low this week here, as we can see here on this candle, but we did push back up. I expected that to be a pretty strong demand level, and it's shown that it is a pretty strong demand level, but will it hold up next week? That's going to be the big question. That's why I'm kind of like saying, let's just wait until Monday and see what happens then. Before, I didn't want to do any selling of any covered calls at this time, of buying, close out any positions that are short. Wait until next week, what I see then, get short then at that time if I want to get short. That's enough of that. But that's what I see at this time. Let me kind of undo these drawings. I hate this new pen. I do not know how to use it. Undo. 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 And then I have to go back to my mouse. All right, let's go ahead and go down to the daily chart and wrap this on up. On this daily chart, see now this is what I'm talking about on this daily chart. On this weekly thing, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were underneath pivot. We stayed on the pivot. We had a bearish Harami. Bearish Harami. Yes, that's a bearish Harami. Let me just zoom in just a little bit here. That was a bearish Harami. So that kind of gave you the okay to maybe get short. You took a lot of, you didn't make as much as you thought you was going to make. The thing made this drop, unless you did take that whole drop and got out and all. But then we got a crazy pop, on Thursday. I think that's the NVIDIA pop. from Wednesday to Thursday. I think Nvidia had earnings, Wednesday after the market, but it got all taken back, here on Thursday and dropped even more. And then today we ended up opening up, gapping up a little bit, and forming a bullish harami in the right location. That's why I'm saying let's just wait. I'd rather not. I'm not. I'd rather wait until Monday to see if this thing is really ready to turn around and take back off to the upside, and wait until later in the week to actually sell my covered calls. That way I feel as long as it's going up, and I'll just have to wait until Monday to see what's happening. But what I do see here, look like we will be opening, look like we can open underneath pivot on these weekly pivots, or we can gap above that, or we can go down lower. So that's why I'm kind of, we at a point in the market where Monday is going to tell us a lot. Monday is going to tell us if it's going to continue this downward trend that we're in right now, or we are reversing. And that's what I see. And that's all I have to share at this time. This is the Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.